In the spring, we didn't have a good answer for the students that couldn't connect, but now we have, I think, a better answer.
Well, at the start of the school year, we told you the story of lost children in the school system, students who couldn't even connect to their online classes, and that's what's happening in rural Quincy, Washington.
But a lot has changed since then. Our investigative reporter Ian Smay went to Quincy to see for himself just how far they've come.
Simon says stand on one leg, Simon says jump.
Kids are back in class at Ancient Lakes Elementary School in Quincy.
Yes, I believe it's 175 students that we have coming back in person right now.
Students in kindergarten to third grade are back in the classroom.
One of the really important things in elementary school is learning those social emotional skills. How do you interact with others? How do you collaborate with people? How do you get along?
When Governor Jay Inslee shut down schools in March, the rural district had to respond fast. Quincy schools switched to online learning in a matter of days, and with a district covering about 450 square miles, there were challenges. Many students couldn't even get internet at home.
So in the spring, we had about an 83% connectivity with our students. So about 17% of our students weren't able to connect at all.
The district bought hotspots, about 450 of them, for students without a reliable connection. When students had problems with the hotspots, staff would visit their homes to troubleshoot. But even with hotspots in a rural district, some kids still could not connect.
There is a subset of students in a 450 square mile rural district. You have areas where there really isn't even cellular coverage.
In the spring, the district delivered paper packets and translated to Spanish for those who needed it. 56% of students in the Quincy School District live in a primarily Spanish-speaking home. District staff also worked, like so many other districts, to make sure students who relied on food at school still had regular access to meals. The challenges the district overcame in the spring has led to greater success this fall.
Then at the beginning of this year, we were able to get that up to about 97%, and I believe right now we have 100% connectivity.
Between their different learning models, the district now has all students participating in instruction.
Well, the staff here at Ancient Lakes Elementary School and across the Quincy School District have tackled the issue of connecting to most, if not all, students. The challenges don't stop there. The cost of making sure students are fed and have an internet connection can stack up quick.
The hotspots the district purchased are not cheap to run.
We're paying, I think, $20,000 to $25,000 just to service the hotspots to keep them hot. And so that's a big expense. So, if you add that into the 10 months of school, you're looking at $250,000.
The district did receive CARES Act funding to help with the hotspots, but it wasn't enough. Boyd says the district has had to tap into its reserve funds. The hotspots are one factor in a budget shortfall caused by the pandemic. According to Boyd, the district is getting less transportation funding from the state because they aren't transporting as many students, but they still have to pay their drivers who are making trips to deliver food to students.
We think we'll be short about $1 million in transportation funding for this year, given what we have to do to get students to and from school and the way that transportation funding formulas work.
The district has taken some steps to help relieve future financial burdens. Boyd says the district has implemented a hiring freeze and made attempts to curb spending. But even then, the superintendent says they took concerns to the state for more transportation funding to cover food deliveries and money to offset the hotspot expenses.
We're dipping into our reserves to be able to support what we need to do right now, and then also trying to work with our legislators to see if there's ways that they can support us so that we can get the job done in the way that we need to do.
Now, we did reach out to the state legislators who represent Quincy's district. Senator Judy Warnick told us she's working on a plan to protect districts from the funding shortfall. And Senator Alex Ibarra says he hopes that one of the first bills passed when the legislature is back in session will change the law so school districts don't lose transportation funding. In the newsroom, Ian Smay, KREM 2 News.